Now I had some real issues running Airlink on this thing, and I thought it was my Wi-Fi, tried to move it closer and tried to muck about with the settings back and forth, back to 72 frames and then back to 90 frames. Nothing seemed to help. It was choppy as hell. But then I realized this is very low. It's at 72 and it goes back and forth like this. It's very unstable. Okay, now it's up to 1,000. Now it's back to 9. And stuff like that. Okay, let me switch over to my Quest 2. And now we're back on Quest 2. Here the speed is stable. 12 megabytes. So either there's something wrong with my Quest, or the Quest just has a lot worse Wi-Fi than the Quest 2. Weird thing is, I'm sitting right beside my router. It shouldn't have any issues. And here we are back at the Quest 3. And the speed, well, it's better now. But no, it's dropping down again.
I couldn't really show you a recording of the gameplay, but it's really choppy and warping all over the place. It's unplayable in this. Now it's at 1200, and now it's dropping down again. It's just very unstable. And this is connected to a Wifi6 access point. There's nothing else connected. There's nothing that should actually interfere with this headset now. But still, it's fluctuating back and forth for the megabits per second. There must be something wrong with the firmware. I hope there's something wrong with the firmware, especially when the Quest 2 works perfectly. This is how close I'm sitting to the router when I'm testing the wireless. There is something wrong because this is not connecting correctly. The Wi-Fi connection shows me if I'm standing more than a meter from this, it's at 625 megabits per second. And if I sit really close to it, then it fluctuates between 720, 940, and sometimes up to 1,000. But I hope it's a firmware issue and they can fix this. But I don't want to wait for a firmware update. So let's upgrade. This is the TP-Link extender in the same exact model as this. But this is the 3,000 megabits per second, while this is the 15,000 megabits per second. That means that this distributes 12,000 megabits per second to the 5 gigahertz networks. This distributes 2,400, so that should double my speed. And hopefully that will help, because the Quest 3 uses the Wifi6 protocol, so it should, in theory, work. I might need a Wifi6 to actually utilize the full power of the speed of this, but let's test it and see if we can't save a buck by using the link extender instead. People are talking about how cool it is in Wi-Fi mode. I've seen a lot of videos now skimming the internet, and a lot of people are praising this as the best way to play it wirelessly, so it should work. So again, you have to set up, for some strange reason, you have to follow the tutorial and just set it up as a regular extender first before configuring this as a bridge. There we go. Tools, and then we're going to go to operations mode, and then we're going to set this as an access point, and we're going to save, reboot. It's still blinking. Okay, so it actually took a while to connect, but after a while it came. I'm going to go tools, and we're going to go wireless. I'm going to turn off that, and then we're going to call this TP Air Bridge. It's got the yellow marker, meaning it has internet, and it has absolutely no clients. I hate that you can't stream when you're inside the settings. Cross your fingers. I do hope this works. If not, I have to do it back. Unfortunately, it worked somehow, but you only get 12,000 megabyte per second using this router. You don't get 2,400 that I was hoping for. So I guess that you need a Wi-Fi 6E to actually get that full speed. But I got a better connection now, so let's try and play some wireless games and see how the performance is. And here we go. And already I can tell that this is a lot better. It's still not the mind-blowing performance that I was hoping for.
Pull it up. So now I'm back in my game room. This still looks playable. Let's take a look at the speeds. And we're still at, oh, it still keeps fluctuating. But it's a hell of a lot better. But it's like the range of it is really bad. There's some major lags in the controllers. Okay. But at least it's playable now. Yeah. Now it's at 620 and 720, 180. It's still fluctuating. But I got a lot better performance. So, I replaced my entire network. Boosted up the speed. It helped a little bit, but it didn't fix the problem. Not at all. And using €100 for that little improvement is not very ideal, so I think I'll return this. And maybe spend €200 instead and get a Wi-Fi 6E router, because at least that I know will work, or I hope will work. Either there's something wrong with Meta's firmware, or there's something wrong with my headset, which actually might be the case. But what do you think? Do you have this problem? Have you run into anything like this? Do you have a solution to this? Please let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll talk to you next time.